My true Yarans, this is my promise. While these fake Yarans may spread chaos, confusion, and noise, I will be right here with you to defend Yara. We will sacrifice in the name of progress, and we will rebuild paradise.
I think it's the idea more that setting. I think the first idea was the consensus was that we wanted something about revolution, guerrillas, and dictatorship, something like this. And we very soon decided that Latin America in general and the Caribbean area in particular would be a good inspiration, would provide various elements to build a world.
Miss Tilly, I'm afraid I only have a few minutes.
Let's get right to it.
And in my case, I'm part of Ubisoft research unit, and our goal, our mission is to provide as much information as necessary about history, geography, economics, any element that can help the creative teams to build an immersive world. In that case, Yara. And as a historian myself, I've got a PhD in Latin America. Obviously, I felt at ease with that mission. I mean,
You want me to kill Anton Castillo? Kill a dictator who has raped our land and turned our people into slaves? Thinking about it. What about you?
oh, that's very interesting. I think we maintained the one-man army, the one-man guerrilla in that case ID, because it's really part. It's a core value of. It's a pillar of Far Cry. But it's true that we've been very careful in adapting it to what is regular guerrilla tactics. To think about, as you say, disrupting supply lines, the idea of working small groups, and our players will be able to play their own, but will receive support from guerrilla groups. The idea to have diverse guerrilla group and to have to unite them to build a bigger movement. That's the kind of idea of new ideas and new concept we introduced to adapt it to the guerrilla tactic. Yeah, that's as you say, that's really a different approach. Usually, our protagonists were literally dropped in a situation, a context they didn't know. In that case, and for the first time in Far Cry, as you say, the protagonist is a native and knows the situation. The difference will be, and it's something that we wanted to explore in from which moment do you decide? What moment do you decide to pick a rifle and to fight tyranny, which is a new world for the protagonist.
A revolution is not won by the fearless.
Is won by the fear.
The protagonist is a deserter, a former soldier of the army. He knows Yara, he knows it's his world, but making that step forward and starting to rebel against tyranny is something new, and that's a new challenge we wanted to explore. We took inspiration from the Caribbean area, from various islands. We try to use many elements to build, as that was our job in particular in the research unit, to look for elements in the Caribbean, in Latin America, all over the world, and to that could build such a world. But I think in the end, as the blending, the idea was take it, but to build something coherent, consistent. And it was not to imitate any word in particular. It was to create a no word. And I think the players will discover that Yara is a real world for itself. I mean, it's a real consistent world for itself, even if obviously it's based on different inspiration from the Latin cultural area or much beyond. Oh, I think it's definitely this Far Cry 6 is definitely what of a Far Cry-esque universe. I mean, where anything can occur when people are surprised. Any kind of experience you normally have with Far Cry is that you're surprised. You get, as you said, you get caught. You feel you get attacked by wild animals. Yeah, a world where anything can occur. But the point, and we took really great care with Far Cry 6, was to adapt it to Yara's environment and to be coherent with what is Yara. But it's a full Far Cry-esque experience, but in the very specific Yara context.
Good horse.
I think perhaps just one. I mean, just a main one. That it's really a word that lives by itself. I mean that to me, that's definitely what will surprise the players. We're not talking about a world that just exists for the players, but we're really talking about a world that exists by itself, which, and in my case, which is important for me, which has a full history, a full political, cultural, economical history. It's totally consistent. It's like it's really a greatly immersive experience and full at the same time, as we say, full of far-cry experience, unexpected thing, and action and challenges, adrenaline, etc. But to me, it's definitely the most important is that you will see a full world working for itself.
There are lions, there are lambs. Rule or be ruled. You are a lion. And we eat the fucking lambs.